Hey guys, so in this video I'm going to discuss some of the concerns that you might have and something that you might not have considered that's very important. So let me begin with a disclaimer. So if you're watching this video, I want you to know that I'm going to be covering a little bit of information concerning an incident that occurred, and it does involve child predators or pedophiles. So if your children are nearby, you may want to pause the video and watch it another time, or watch it first before playing it in front of your children. All right, so summertime is a very stressful time for parents with kids with exceptionalities because finding things for them to do is hard. Now you add on a pandemic and guess what? Our job is even harder. And I know a lot of you may work. I know I do. I'm a teacher. And everyone thinks that summertime is, summer break for us, which in a way it's a break from the routine. However, summer is a time that is very busy for teachers because we are planning for the upcoming year. And in my case, we don't know yet if we're doing virtual learning and classroom instruction or both, how exactly that's going to look yet. So this summer is going to be exceptional. What are you guys doing to get some respite this summer? What is it that you have planned for your children? Now, I know that there are many places where summer camps have been canceled. I know in my case, our church has canceled summer camp as well as their youth conference. So now I have to think of something that my kids can do during the summer. We have few options, even though we have some different circumstances than you might have. I have a daughter who just had a transplant, liver transplant in February, so she's still healing, and so we have to be extra careful about exposure to anything. So we are planning some weekend, trips, perhaps a little road trip where we can stay away from people and still enjoy the sights. We are planning to visit my parents who have some land, and we can have some fun over there. There are some things in works for our family. So I'm hoping that you have thought about it and don't wait too long to start planning things. So that way you can have some mental break and some sanity. And so that was one of the things I wanted to kind of give you for some food for thought. Another thing is, so the safety of your children, this is where it becomes a little adult content. So I recently got a text from someone, don't know who, and basically it said that they caught me, they videoed me doing something inappropriate, and and they had accessed, with some malware virus or something, had accessed my contacts, and that they would send this video to everyone on my contact list unless I paid them a certain amount of money within 24 hours. Now I know this is a scam, obviously, because I have, that's not even a worry. I have never done anything inappropriate in my life, and definitely not in front of a video, so there you go. But anyway, I was like, okay, but what if this would have been sent to my children? And then it got me thinking, I need to do a video about child predators and what that is, and how pedophiles can reach our kids, especially during this summertime when they're on the internet all the time. You think they're safe because they're in our homes, but the truth is that they are more vulnerable because they are on the internet a lot more. And so one of the things that you need to be aware of is that child predators or pedophiles will groom children. What is grooming? Grooming is where they try to gain a child's trust, and they will see how far they can go with them. So they're going to pose probably as a teen or someone a little bit older than them. They're not going to, say, hey, I'm a 48 or 58-year-old man, and they're going to start befriending your child, and they will perhaps ask them questions to get to know them and gain their trust. That's phase one. Phase two is where they can, see, well, let me see how far I can go and to see how much power I have over this child. They might say something like, you know what, let me see your belly button. I want to see your belly button, or something like that. And of course, your child thinking it's nothing, big deal, will pull the shirt up and, show their belly button. Now the pedophile knows they have control, and it'll escalate. They might want to see some more. And you'd think, oh, my child would never do that. Well, what if your child was told that, when you go to the museums, you see these beautiful statues, or you see those pictures of paintings and they have women and their beautiful bodies. I bet you have a beautiful body like that. And, again, this is all grooming to get their trust. And your child's thinking, yeah, that's right, there are pictures like that. They don't think of it as pornography, right? And so, or maybe your child has never seen a picture like that, and then the pedophile will show it to them. And they're like, oh, well, yeah, that is a famous picture by Michelangelo, whoever. And so, yeah, that's how they start. And unfortunately, this is something that, I can't stress enough, is that the grooming process, it happens quickly without even you knowing it. And your children will not come to you. They're not going to come to you and tell you, hey, so, I met a friend, and they're not going to tell you those things. The child predator, once they've groomed them, once they know they have power over them, the danger is that they can actually blackmail your child. And they might take their pictures and say they'll show the picture to the parent if they don't, do what they say. Or like my text message said, they'll, post it on social media. And your child then is, feels like they're stuck. They have nowhere to go. And so these child predators and pedophiles, they will go to whatever measures to do that, to get their, sexual arousal. Sickening, but that's how it is. They might post the pictures on a website for pedophiles, and so your child could end up being a victim of that. It's just so many dangers in the internet. And so I wanted to mention that to you, that there are child predators online, these pedophiles who will prey on your children. And remember, our children are the most vulnerable. They're the ones that are going to be, exploited. They're so trusting. A lot of them, would do anything to make someone happy, and to, especially if it was an adult. If they know that it's an adult, more than likely they will do what they're told. And because we're always telling them, always respect your elders. And so, unfortunately, that is the world that we live in. And so I wanted to share that with you, to make sure that you are not in a bubble like a lot of parents might be, and that you are aware that your child, if they are online, they could definitely be a victim of a pedophile or a child predator, and that just be vigilant and be careful of how your child is spending their time and how long they are on the computer. So I guess I will end that with that note. Just be careful, but enjoy the summer. Try to get out and do things with your family. You need that R&R. You need that time with, with yourself as well. A while back, I gave you a challenge to remove some stressors from your life. I hope you've done that. I'm working on mine to get my house in order. And so hopefully my stress has gone down. I feel it has, but it'll go down each and every day, because I'm working towards getting my house in order. So enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope that you are able to glean even a little bit from this video, and hopefully you'll never have to worry about what I covered as far as the child predator, and but at least maybe you may be able to prevent it. You take care, and we'll see you soon. Bye.